Welcome. Today we're exploring a major shift in the pharmaceutical and medical device industries, the FDA's new Computer Software Assurance, or CSA Guidance. This marks a real evolution in how companies ensure their software is safe and effective, moving beyond traditional methods. Software now controls everything from manufacturing to quality management, making its reliability crucial for patient safety and product efficacy. For years, computer system validation, or CSV, meant mountains of paperwork, often at the expense of real assurance. CSA changes that by focusing on what truly matters. It's a risk-based, critical thinking approach, effective since September 2025, that prioritizes patient safety and product quality. Instead of treating all software the same, CSA tailors assurance activities to the actual risk a failure could pose, making the process more efficient. This shift means less paperwork, more focus on what matters, and faster adoption of new technologies, ultimately benefiting the entire industry. Companies can now be more agile, implementing digital tools without endless validation delays, leading to quicker innovation cycles. In this video, we'll break down CSA, compare it to CSV, and show how it leads to smarter, safer outcomes, ensuring better compliance and efficiency. Let's dive into how CSA is transforming software assurance for the better, making the future of pharmaceuticals and medical devices brighter. For many years, computer system validation, or CSV, was the gold standard for ensuring software compliance in the pharmaceutical and life sciences industries. It was designed to guarantee that computer systems performed as intended and met regulatory requirements. However, while its original goal was to ensure software reliability and patient safety, CSV often devolved into a paperwork-heavy process that prioritized documentation over true system quality. Teams spent countless hours creating and maintaining documentation, focusing more on satisfying auditors and regulatory inspectors than on addressing real software risks or improving system performance. This culture equated more paperwork with better validation, which not only slowed innovation but also made system updates and improvements costly, complex, and time-consuming. As a result, many companies hesitated to adopt new technologies or even patch existing software, fearing the overwhelming validation burden and the risk of non-compliance. The FDA recognized this growing problem. Excessive documentation was stifling progress, and ironically, could even compromise product quality and patient safety. The new CSA guidance is a direct response to these challenges, shifting the focus from endless documentation to a smarter, risk-based approach to assurance. It encourages critical thinking and a practical mindset, testing what truly matters most, rather than simply ticking boxes to meet requirements. By freeing valuable resources from low-risk systems, CSA empowers teams to focus on what really counts: patient safety, product quality, and continuous improvement. This marks a fundamental change in mindset, making compliance not just a checkbox exercise, but a smarter, more effective, and value-driven process for the entire industry. CSA is about smarter, not less, validation, an approach that prioritizes efficiency and effectiveness over unnecessary paperwork. It's built on logic, critical thinking, and a clear understanding of your processes. Step 1. Clearly define the software's intended use. Ask yourself, what is this software supposed to do, and why is it important? Is it controlling a critical process, supporting manufacturing, or just handling a low-risk administrative task? Step 2. Assess the risk. Consider how the software's failure could impact your operations. What happens if the software fails? Does it impact product quality, patient safety, or regulatory compliance? High-risk functions, like dosage calculations or automated batch release, demand rigorous, well-documented testing. Low-risk ones, such as meeting room scheduling or basic office tools, do not require the same level of scrutiny. Step 3. Choose assurance activities based on risk. For high-risk software, use scripted, thorough testing and detailed protocols. For low-risk, flexible and efficient methods, like ad hoc testing or relying on vendor-supplied documentation, are often enough. Step 4. Document smartly. Capture your rationale and results, focusing on meaningful records, not just paperwork for its own sake. For high-risk software, keep detailed, comprehensive records to support your decisions. For low-risk, a concise summary or checklist is usually sufficient and saves valuable time. The goal: a clear, traceable record that demonstrates you've applied critical thinking and right-sized your assurance activities for each situation. CSA means focusing effort where it counts, ensuring every piece of software is truly fit for its intended use and regulatory expectations. This approach saves time, reduces costs, and improves safety across your organization. Let's see how critical thinking drives this process and transforms your validation strategy. At the heart of CSA is a risk-based mindset, moving beyond checklists to real critical thinking. Start by asking, does this software have a direct or indirect impact on product quality or patient safety? Direct impact, think of software controlling sterilization temperatures. Failures here are high risk. Indirect impact, like managing calibration schedules, failures could eventually affect quality, but not immediately. Focus your most rigorous testing on direct impact, high-risk functions. For lower risk or indirect impact software, use efficient methods like exploratory testing or leveraging vendor tests. Always document your risk assessment and justify your testing approach. This shows auditors you've thought critically and applied the right level of rigor. CSA's flexibility means resources go where they matter most. The result: robust high-risk systems and efficient assurance for everything else. Transitioning to CSA starts with a clear plan. First, inventory all software in your production and quality systems. Know what you have. Next, classify each by risk. What's its purpose? What's the impact if it fails? High-risk systems, like those handling batch release data, need robust, scripted testing. Moderate and low-risk systems can use a mix of vendor documentation, targeted unscripted testing, or simple reviews. Align your testing effort with risk. Efficient, not excessive. Leverage automation and digital tools to streamline testing and documentation. Most importantly, train your teams in CSA principles and risk-based thinking. This is as much a cultural shift as a procedural one. Empowered, knowledgeable staff are key to successful CSA adoption. CSA delivers real, measurable benefits. First, it speeds up software implementation. No more months lost to paperwork-heavy validation. By focusing on high-risk areas, CSA shortens timelines and lets companies adopt new tech faster. Compliance costs drop, as resources aren't wasted on low-risk systems. Freed-up teams can focus on value-added work and innovation. CSA also removes barriers to adopting cutting-edge tools like AI and advanced analytics. Most importantly, it enhances product quality and patient safety by concentrating expertise where it matters most. Less busy work, more impact. CSA means safer products and a competitive edge. It's a smarter, more effective way to assure software quality. The FDA's CSA Guidance is more than a regulatory update. It's a call for smarter, risk-based quality. It moves the industry from paperwork to real assurance, empowering professionals to focus on patient safety. This shift requires a culture of quality, built on understanding and managing risk, not just passing audits. Teams are encouraged to ask why they're testing, and to tailor their efforts for maximum impact. CSA enables proactive quality, building it in from the start. The result: more nimble companies, faster innovation, and better use of talent. This isn't about cutting corners. It's about working smarter. Embrace CSA as an opportunity, not a hurdle. Start now. Map your systems, train your teams, and lead the way in quality and innovation.